A representative from Apple is meeting with the president of AT&T Midwest to discuss the sale of Apple's third-generation watches.
Good afternoon, my name is Emily Severson and I am from Apple. As you know, we just had a huge launch. Last week we launched the third-generation watch, the iPhone X and the iPhone 8. How did that launch go for your Midwest stores? Did you guys happen to run into any issues?
Well, for our Midwest stores, I feel like it was a pretty stress-free launch. We did have a couple of issues with the iPhone X and the iCloud syncing, but overall it was, I feel like, a stress-free launch.
I'm sorry that you ran into those issues. Our iCloud did get overwhelmed and it was a national issue for a couple hours there during the launch. Is there any other issues that you guys happened to run into?
None other than we ran out of the iPhone 8.
Did you notice anything about the customers? Was there any a common concern or common questions that happened to be asked?
We did get asked a lot about the third generation watch.
Yeah, we noticed that you guys opted out of offering the watch with the launch. Is there a reason that you guys didn't do that? Did that affect how the launch went at all?
Yeah, it was notable that we didn't offer the watch.
Okay, and then what was the reasoning behind that?
Well, we felt with two completely different phones coming out that it was just going to be way too chaotic to also offer the watch as a third option.
Okay, that's an interesting approach. As a longtime Apple consumer and a longtime employee, I can totally understand the craziness of launch day. However, your guys' revenues were some of the lower ones that we saw throughout the country, and this launch was actually your lowest grossing launch within the last 3 years. Do you think that not offering the watch was a contributing factor to that?
Yeah, we have always had success with the Apple Watches in the past. However, we've also had on launch day, people walk out because the wait's just too long. So as a result of not offering the watch this year, we did have happier customers due to there being less of a wait.
Okay, thank you so much for that feedback. Actually, if you could contact the corporate office from Apple, they'd love to hear from you and hear how that went for you. And then if you plan on offering the watch in the future during launch time, they'd also like that information. When is your most successful time of the year that you have sold the previous Generation 1 and Generation 2 watches?
Well, I would say it would be at Christmas. That is when Apple's doing their most of their marketing on how they're the perfect Christmas gift and everything.
Okay. Do you think that not offering the new model is bringing down revenues?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. Okay. So that Christmas period is very quickly approaching. Even though you guys missed launch day, we are still offering the same deal that we had to wholesalers when they did launch. So if you're interested in bringing those watches back and maybe hitting that Christmas really buying time, I'd love to meet with you and your board of buyers to discuss a possible partnership.
Okay, yeah, you can set up a meeting with my secretary for tomorrow morning if that would work for you.
Okay, perfect. That works for me. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for your time.